Hey guys, welcome back to That's Mr. Camper. Thank you for stopping by. I got a little video of the reasons why I think and hope that they put out a GAL 1 remake or a collection before they go ahead with Gears of War 4, and these will be the reasons why I think they'll do that. First off, how are you going to produce a collection or a GAL 1 remake if Gears of War 4 is a monumental success? Or on the other hand, it's a monumental failure. How are you going to tie what happened between Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 3 to characters that are either dead and gone or are totally unrecognizable by today's standards or what they do with Gears of War 4? I say you strike while the iron's hot, while everybody's prepped and ready for a remastered collection, whether it be GAL 1 or all three. You get while the getting's good and get this done. My second reason would be the ease of production and the availability to outsource the work while keeping Gears of War 4 on track. If a collection or a remake were done, this would be outsourced and still keep Black Tusk Studio on track for fall or winter of 2016. Porting over or remastering a game would be a much smaller and simpler task, comparatively speaking, than creating a brand new game. And there would be very little downside to doing this because the game's already been made. You just have to touch it up, make it look pretty, and people will be happy. The number one factor for me personally would be keeping the true Gears of War player happy. No matter if it was a collection or a GAL 1 remake on the table, just about everyone that I can think of would be happy or at least pacified until the next GAL game hits the shelf. This would allow Microsoft and Black Tusk to manipulate the schedule of Gears of War 4's release date to be moved back or up according to how much progress is being made on the next Gears of War. The way I view this next reason is you're walking along on the sidewalk and you spot a 5 or a 20 or a 50 sitting on the pavement with no one around. Are you just gonna walk by and leave it there for someone else to pick up? Of course not. You're gonna pick it up. And Microsoft sees in the forums, in the chat, on YouTube that people are primed and ready for a remade GAL's game or a remastered GAL 1 or a Marcus Phoenix collection. They know that the money is there and people are willing and wanting to spend it. They're not just going to let that pass by. One of the best possible reasons that I can think of in the world that a collection will be made first before the next Gears of War 4 game is it is a guarantee for Microsoft and Black Tusk. What I mean is you spend an enormous amount of time, enormous amount of money, effort towards a new Gears game, and it sucks. Now what? Can you have two judgments in a row? Of course not. You got to have a guarantee. You got to have an ace in the hole, and your remake is that. Everybody knows it's going to be good, and they're going to invest their money knowing that it's going to be good. And you build off of that. You don't build off of failures when it comes to games. You build off of your successes, and this is a way for them to do that. I know I'm going for a stretch here, but I'm hoping in the Gears of War collection or the GAL 1 remake or whatever they do to remaster their old games that you have dedicated servers, at least for a little while. And in that little while, you gain interest and fandom, and your Gears 1 players, 2 and 3 players start coming back to the game. There's a vested interest, and that's where you make your pitch. Your salesman shoes come on, and you start pushing your MLG market and getting Gears of War back on the scene. At the end of 2015, mid 2016, it's going to be almost 4 years since a Gears of War game has hit the MLG circuit. You want this thing to be primed and ready to go. That way you don't have to sell it. It is there and it's a no-brainer, and MLG and the people that run it know that Gears of War is back and it's going to be badass. In case you missed it, or in case you don't even care, another major AAA title game is coming out towards the end of this year, which also put out a collection. What is it? Halo 5 will be here towards the end of the year, and it's looking to recapture the magic. Oh yeah, it's looking to presto changeo back to Halo 3 and get everyone hooked again. They're not gonna put out two major AAA titles in the same year, coming off of epic failures that Halo 4 and Judgment was. They're going to try to recapture the magic, which means recapture your wallets. This is the reason why the collection and the remake make perfect sense to me. It will keep the Gears of War diehards and Gears relevant to them, and will not cut into Halo's pocketbook too much. My eighth and final reason why I think a remake makes an excellent choice to place in front of Gears of War 4 is it could be a perfect opportunity to test what you want to do in Gears of War 4. Hear me out. Hit detection, player movement, game types, horde, beast mode, overrun, multiplayer, reticule, non-reticule, all of this stuff could be put into a Gears of War collection or into Gears of War 1 to see how you and me are going to react to it, to put it into a game that's going to make them buku cash. Why would you not take advantage of being able to beta test your game before your game comes out? Well, camper, that's what the beta's for. No. They will be able to put it into something and you won't even notice that it's there. You'll see Scourge and ROM, and you'll see the Hollow, you'll see canals, you'll see the brand new maps, you'll see Gal 1 totally remastered, you'll see everything in high quality, HD, that's what you'll see. But behind the scenes, the puppet strings will be going on. They'll test this a little bit here, playlist over here, reticle here, hit detection here, how these characters will flow, how wall bouncing will be able to take advantage of, player movement, map manipulation. All of this you will be able to do in the collection, and no one will care because it's what they trust, what is in their memories, what they've stored in their databanks from 10 years ago. Trust me on this, folks. It is a perfect opportunity for them to get hard data on what they can do in Gears of War 4 by introducing a remake now instead of in the future. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Rate and comment below. Tell me why I'm wrong. Let me know. I want to know why I'm wrong. I really do think that they will put out a collection before Gears of War 4 comes out. Whether it be Gal 1 or a Marcus Phoenix collection. I think that they will do that. It makes total sense. The iron is hot. Strike while the iron's hot. And do the guaranteed thing. Put out something that you know people will like and get you some cash flow coming in from what you invested so heavily in to get away from Epic Games. And let's do this thing and get it done. Get us a collection and let's be pacified until Gal 4 comes back and puts that fucking game Judgment where it belongs, in the trash buried beneath your old pizza boxes. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you later. Have a great one.